Hey y'all, this is my Shufflemaster Deckmate 1. This is the original model. I'm just going to walk through some maintenance tips just to walk you through kind of how this thing is set up. Obviously, it's got servo motors and belts. Mainly on the maintenance side of things, you really have to look, especially if you're buying one of these secondhand, you want to make sure the belts are good, and you want to make sure that the rollers are clean. The best thing to do for the rollers, and I'll open it up here. Obviously, these are a little dirty, which I'll clean these up. But basically, these will get dirty and they won't pick up the cards correctly. There's 2 bolts on this side, 1 and 2 here. And this whole piece will come out. This is just like a little feeder. You don't have to take these 2 screws out. It's just the ones on the inside here. And it's a little finicky. If you've got the iFixit toolkit, you'll use the flex head. And it's a couple of hex screws in there. And this will pop out. And it'll allow you to clean inside these rollers on the inside here. This mechanism here comes up and down. That's how you calibrate the cards. So there's 2 screws right here and here, and the same thing on the other side, right here and here. These 2 screws here will allow you just back those off a tad, and it'll allow you to get your cards all set up inside here so that it can feed them correctly. I think I've got this guy backwards, so I'll have to fix that, take that off and flip it around. But a little bit of oil on these. I use gun lubricant, little hops. Works just fine, and that's what I've been using, and it seems to work very well for these machined components. A set of rollers, a new set of rollers, is like $500 online, so keeping these clean is very good. Make sure you don't use any sort of like wet material or any sort of like finger wetting material, because it will gum up these guys and make it last not as long. A little bit of rubbing alcohol on a toothbrush will work you wonders for that, to clean off any gunk that's coming on. And then when it comes to the belts, these are the two main drive belts here. One of them is the one on the left here, this guy, is a 195 3M06. So it's a 3 mil with a 6 mil width, and basically 195 millimeters around. It's a 195 3M06 from Gates. You can buy them on Mizumi. This right here is the part number. So this guy here, we bought 2 of them at a time just because it's easier, and I did keep the old belt. The one for this guy here, which is the pickup, it is also another Mizumi part number. It's a Gates part number, 177 3M06. It's a little bit smaller, and I had to cut this one. It would not come off. The original was a 3M59. It's the same equivalent part number. This one's the Mizumi one we just bought. The Power Series or Power Grip belts are a little bit better quality, in my opinion. So we just put these on. They are, I believe it's M4 machine screws. I actually had to replace this one. I had these on hand. So replace this screw. This one was not working, so it wasn't picking up correctly. So we replaced that screw. The normal ones are hex heads. So this one is a Phillips. It makes it a little easier to maintain. And then I kept the original on here. Same thing down here. This one's a little hex head. You don't have to take the motor ones off. I would recommend not taking the motor ones off. Just take the top ones off for the pickups, and they pop right off, and you can replace these belts. As you can see, the new ones are very tight. Got some good tension on them, and they don't make a whole bunch of noise like the old ones used to. A little trick that I found, when you're pulling it, when you're putting the new one on, because you have to line up, there's a set screw. This set screw here goes through the shaft. Something I realized was you needed to put that set screw in, the actual little cog here, this gear, and I used a little screwdriver to line up the holes, just because these can rotate. So you line up the holes, and then I was able to get the screw through. I did the same thing over here. Once you get them lined up, then you can get them started, and then if you need to rotate them or whatever to get easier access to actually tighten them down, you can do that as well. So that's what I had to do. So this one is ours for the Snake Pit Poker Room. New belts. We're gonna clean up those rollers and we should be good to go. Okay, now to set the card height, the thickness. So these are RFID cards. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a card in. We're gonna hold it open here, put a card in. It's gonna be just like that. And we wanna have it, we wanna give it a little bit of grip, but we wanna kind of hold it down with our fingers just enough to where it can slide. So we'll just feel, we'll probably have to pull it up a little bit, but it should slide freely as it gets pulled in. So we're about good right there. So give me 1 second, I'll tighten these up.